So, hey guys, Chauzu here. I decided to strike while the iron is hot, and here's another showcase for EX Super Roger, and I have a very fun team for you today. We have double free-to-play Roger against Hawkins Forest, and technically this is a free-to-play team. Doesn't really follow the free-to-play rules. Usually the units have to be free and not legends, but the fact of the matter is, like if you're a new player, you do get V1 Odin for free, and all us old players, we've got Shank's crew for free in PvP. And all of this is support of free-to-play too, so I'm not going to make a big deal about a free-to-play team. In the end, this is a fun challenge team with double Roger friend captain, free-to-play Roger, that I've tried to make as accessible and dumb as possible. So basically, one fun thing with double Roger is that both these Rogers are very similar. Both have, well, one is double special, the other is triple special. They both remove bind with their special. They both help with survivability with their special. The Dex Roger does an 80% damage reduction, and the Quick Roger heals. And I also combine them with the Int Luffy here, an old free-to-play Luffy. And when Luffy uses this special, he actually binds himself. But that's basically a non-issue for this team, because we can just use one of the Roger specials to remove it, so it's all good. As I mentioned in my video yesterday, the PKA Roger, the one with EX Super, has a good, great, perfect captain, so I'm going to try and utilize it here. But as you will see, I mess up quite a bit with that, which is a bit annoying because I did a test run before this where it went super well. I had a good feeling, and I do my recording and I mess up all over the place. But in the end, clean run, and what matters here is getting enough damage for that final stage. So we use this old color relic here to remove special bind. We're going to use this relic 3 times actually. His CD is so low that he will actually be ready again very soon, which helps us to remove special bind in a coming stage, and then we'll use him again for the final stage. So as you see, we use the Luffy special, which gives everybody a tandem orb, but he has the old free-to-play Tama support that gives adjacent units and himself a recovery orb, so we're going to make use of that to heal up during the run. One cool thing with the Dex Roger is that his superclass actually locks the orbs, so after we've done stalling, we can lock the orbs. And to survive, to stall out the damage threshold, we can just use the Dex Roger special to get that 80% damage reduction. So yeah, this is a very new way of stalling for me. Like, using 2 captains like this is super weird because they have minimal offensive pressure, they just have some form of utility. But yeah, it was a very fun team to make. As you saw, I used the EX special stage 1. It didn't really have a purpose on any stage, and the extra HP was nice for this stage, for example. And now we're going to use the Captain Roger superclass, which is Free Spirit. This means that we have superclass Slasher and superclass Free Spirit, and many units on the team are Free Spirit Slasher, so they have an insane stat boost after this. This is basically a sneak peek of how the future will be now when we'll start getting EX supers. Like, having 2 different super classes will become a lot more common eventually. We just need to start getting a lot of units with it. And yeah, going to heal up a bit here, stall another turn. And yeah, now I'm going to start taking every chance I get to do good, great, perfect. But yeah, I don't have the best consistency, as said. Part of that is because reaction, it makes perfects a lot easier to hit. The main reason I use it is to make recovery matching and to remove the para that stage. But also, you see that Shank's crew has a badly matching orb, which is fine, it's part of the plan. The cool thing is that this is the only stage where I will rely on Shank's crew to do damage. But they actually have a guaranteed matching orb here, because Relic Special makes Dex, Psi and Int matching. And together with the captain ability and the ship, we've got every orb covered basically. So we can easily get the kill here. I tried the good, great, perfect again, and this time I get it. It's not like I always fail, but... So yeah, after the good, great, perfect, the PK Roger does get the 5.25 times attack boost, so quite a bit of difference compared to a 3.5 times attack boost, which is the standard attack boost he has. Going to stall one turn just to get PKA Roger ready. I make one of the few mistakes this run here. In my test run, I used Roger twice here, and I actually got his special back, so I should have used Roger twice here as well. In the end, it didn't end up mattering, but it will have been more optimal. So yeah, Luffy binding himself, gave us a chain lock, removed the spear. Now we use Roger to get a base attack boost, and we also start removing the bind from Luffy. And we also swapped Shining Screw to get an attack boost. And believe it or not, these buffs are actually enough to take out Jack. Like, these are not many buffs. I often have more buffs than this, but it just shows two things really. First, like how good captain abilities free-to-play have nowadays, and also just the insane stat boost you have from Slasher Free Spirit. Like, I don't think it's hyperbole to say that the Slasher Free Spirit on this team are like approaching like a 6 times attack captain multiplier if you factor in all of those base stat boosts. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Finally going to make use of Shining Screw's special here. And yeah, this is going to be well more than enough damage. And I also use the PK Roger again to remove the bind. And since he has triple special, his special is still good to go. And yeah, now we're at the Yak stage, and we're going to do the good old stall strat. They're going to stall until Shining Screw, I think, is at 4 CD left. I think that sounds accurate. Might be, I think it's just 5 CD, yeah. If I stall to 4, then it's a bit more than I needed. Let's see if I messed up or not. We're going to fast forward a bit. Yeah, just consume orbs, and we actually heal quite a lot, so I just slowly gain HP actually. Just need to chip down a bit on Yak. I also prepare Shining Screw's super spot for later. So yeah, we can talk a bit about the strat for the final 2 stages here. So we have Kaido coming up, which gives burns. We don't want to hit perfects, but as you know, great is not super reliable with our reaction. So I decided to really make it safe there, so I use Odin there to get a 2-turn war boost. The sad thing is that this means that we don't have Odin for final stage, which means we won't have an ore boost, but I was pretty sure we'd have enough damage as well. But as you will see, the damage gets tighter, basically so tight that I kind of have to rely on the good, great, perfect to get that 5.25 times attack boost. I will also be making use of Shining Screw. Oh yeah, I stalled to 2 because I plan to use Shining Screw this stage, now I remember. So I'm actually going to use Shining Screw here. First I swap, so the super swap is ready for final stage. And then I use Shining Screw special to get that chain lock. Because on final stage I have to use Luffy to remove the spear, and I get his chain lock then anyway. Of course, Shining Screw has a better chain lock than Luffy, 3.75 times compared to 3 times for Luffy. But yeah, we don't really need that extra damage, and making this stage free helps a lot. And yeah, we're pretty nicely set up here. We still have the chain lock and ore boost, so the revive here is super easy. And we're moving on to the final stage. And Hawkins is going to be quick since the captain is Dex. And I set this up so that the PKA Roger will be able to get the kill. Rayleigh to remove the special bind again. This is the first time I've ever used this Rayleigh. It's honestly pretty bad, but of course I need to fulfill PKA Roger's EX super criteria. is filled here by Rayleigh, Odin and Shank's crew. Anyway, we use Dex Roger first to get a base attack boost, and then the PKA Roger is going to further buff that base attack boost, so we make use of both Roger's specials. And yeah, this will probably be my final team with Roger, at least for the time being. We'll see in the future, I can always get new ideas. And the super soft and attack boost. So yeah, can I hit the good, great, perfect here to get enough damage? And yeah, we got that great from Rayleigh. And that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.